Good afternoon, how are we today? The weather is getting cooler, so I've got my jumper on and yeah, I've got a dress on today for a change because it's church and I like to wear dresses at church. But anyway, today I'm going to make something for, because it's autumn and nice, and I shared the recipe on my Facebook page, but I thought I'll video it. And it's using the humble crescent rolls or croissants to make the dessert. So we're gonna make cruffins, and yeah, so cruffins are a combination or a hybrid between a cross between a croissant and a muffin. So you bake it in a cupcake tin. So I thought cinnamon is very good in this weather. I just make you want to just cozy up with a nice cup of coffee, cup of tea. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. I've got one in my favourite mug. And yeah, let's make the cruffins together. And yeah, it's a very quick, cheap way of enjoying a baked good. The other day I had a friend coming over to pick up an order that I did, and I was like, but I don't want her to get just a shop bought biscuit. So I ended up, I'm just gonna put my glasses on. I ended up making them. I had a couple of packets of the croissants in the fridge. So I ended up making one, and they were really, really nice. I didn't put Biscoff in them this time because the first time I made them, I pumped in a bit of Biscoff, which you could, or you could put Nutella in them, you could put jam in them, whatever you feel like you could put in them. So let me show you the basic one, and then I'll explain when you do that stage. So I'll turn you around. Right, so the ingredients or the things that we need is softened butter. I've got softened butter here. I didn't measure it, I didn't weigh or anything, I just put some, and if we need more we can just add more. And we need a spray for spraying the base, but you can just, you know, use the melted butter or the soft butter to do that. A muffin tray or a cupcake tray. We need, so I'm making 12, so we need 2 of the croissants, which if you want you can make them smaller. So the 6 we make in one, you can make 12 mini ones. And then we want a combination of brown sugar, soft brown sugar, and cinnamon. So it's 2 overflowing spoons of this, like that size of sugar. So it was like that. 2 of them and 1 of them of cinnamon. So yeah, so that is our mix. So we're gonna start. We're going to unroll our first dough. I'm just gonna do that. Move this to the side just now, and I'll show you. Yep. You don't need flour or anything because we're not going to roll it or anything like that, so it will not going to stick to the board. So first of all I'm going to spray the tin, and then we're going to dismantle this. This is the worst part because usually these things are so stuck you can't get out, but here we go. So yeah, so we're gonna take that, dismantle that. So now you see here, obviously it makes, how many does it make? It makes 6, but we are gonna make it different kind of 6. So each 2 we're gonna keep together, and we're gonna cut this bit here, but we can just do that. And then put that aside. And then with this one, I'll just move you a little bit. With this one, so we want to close the seam that is in the middle. So we'll just put this like that. So we'll just close it as much as we can with our finger like that. and then making sure move it about so it doesn't stick, which shouldn't do, to be honest. So yeah, so basically that is it. So you could stretch it a little bit if you want, but you know, that's it. So you take the butter, the melted butter, and we going to spread it. We need more than that, by the way, because it's just using one and it's nearly gone. So we're going to spread it all over the piece of pastry like that, and we're going to take the sugar and we're going to sprinkle it, leaving the sides not like without any. So I'll show you. I'm trying to avoid the sides anyway. One side is in particular. So because it didn't, so you spread like all of it, so you just use your finger and just go just like that and smooth it down a little bit, the sugar. Breaking a bit of the sugar if it's needing it. Just like so. And then from the long side, not the short side, from the long side we are going to roll. So roll tightly, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to like stretch it a little bit, just like so, yeah? So I'm actually going to make smaller ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch it a little bit so it's kind of doubled the size, see that? So what we need to do now is get a knife, a sharp one, and cut in half. First of all, we're going to cut this half because I'm going to make it smaller. And as you see, the rolls are there, yeah? So now what we need to do, each half we're going to cut across the middle, so it's the belly, so right through. So we're going to cut it into 2 pieces. This is the start of when you do babka loaves. This is what you do as well. So we end up with a cross section, just like so. Just like so. Now what we need to do is we are going to take that top is on the top. The cut bit is on the top, and we roll it like a Swiss roll, like a snail. So just like so. Okay, that is it, and then we plump it on here. Okay, that is it. So the same thing with the other half, and we'll put it in there. They are going to be smaller, so you could use a little smaller tin. So we'll do this again with this one. There's that one. So, and then we'll do that, the same thing. We could ice them. I've got some cream cheese frosting, so I might use that. Or we could fill them with things. You could drizzle some Biscoff on it, or to Nutella. I'll just have a cup of tea, cup of coffee. And then we'll do the rest, and I'll come back to you once I've done all of them. So I just wanted to mention, if you want to do the bigger ones, so all you have to do is just leave it as is, roll it as is, and then cut it in half, you know, the cross section, without stretching it and cutting it in half again. So this will be 2 rather than making it 4. So hope that makes sense. So I'll make that. So that's my last one getting rolled, and we're going to put that in there. So that's it ready now for the oven. So I preheated the oven on 190, and they will take between, they're smaller, so I would say maybe about 15 minutes they will take, and then I'll get back to you. But what we look for is them rising a little bit, and then the actual pastry getting golden brown. The sugar might seep a little bit, but that it caramelizes, which is really nice. So I will see you in a little bit. Hello. I'm going to show you the things come out. So I ended up cooking them for 15 minutes. And they are absolutely delicious. And they're nice, soft, but golden. See, this is what we want, this kind of thing. So I've got another one to go in. And we'll decorate the other ones together. So just give me a minute and we will get back to you. So first things first, we're going to get them out of the tin. I'm going to use a spatula here. And slowly and gently, they are hot, but it's better to get them out while warm because the sugar isn't crystallized, so they will be easier to come out. So this is the bottom of them, so they're absolutely perfect. Remember, I made the mini ones, so this is what I wanted. So put them on the board and then we'll decorate them just as soon as I get them all out. So that's them out of the tin. Now I've got this cream cheese frosting that I did before and it's still good. It was in the fridge, so I've loosened it up a little bit. So basically this cream cheese frosting is 150 gram of butter, 150 gram of ice and sugar and 300 grams of cream cheese and some vanilla paste, which, well, the vanilla extract, and I made it, so, and the recipe is on my page. I made the vanilla extract and it's got the vanilla beans. I don't think you can see it, but it's got like the little speckles, if you can actually see it or not, but anyway. So what we need to do is take the knife and just spread it onto top and that will melt it. So anyway, so if you want to make it more of like a Biscoff or a Nutella one, what you do is get a piping bag, fill it with Nutella or with Biscoff, heat it up a little bit to loosen it up for it to be piped, and then make a little hole with like a toothpick or a cake tip, like a cake skewer, and just make a hole in the middle like that, and then put the end of the piping bag in and just pipe it in while it's still warm, and it will cool down and it will make like a, yeah, it's filling. It's nice, it's really nice, but I just want them to be cinnamon rolls today. You could melt just ice and sugar, you know, you can just make an ice and sugar milk combination and just drizzle it on top, but I've got this cream cheese and it's still good, so I'm just going to use that, and I'm going to be generous with that. So, and if you want, you could do Starbucks cinnamon rolls. They add orange zest to their cream cheese frosting, which is really nice as well. It kind of you know, just kind of helps with the sweetness, a little bit of zestiness. So, and that is your cinnamon roll. I'm just going to do this, the whole lot, and then I've got the other ones to do as well. They don't take long to cool, so they're you know, they're warm, they're not hot. So the icing is melting, but it's not like running off, you know. As you can see, I mean, that one we did the first one, so it's not like running off, but it's softer, you know. So there we go. That is, you made a very quick cinnamon buns or a cruffin or whatever you want to call them. What you do with them is endless, to be honest. You could fill them with chocolate spread. You can like spread chocolate spread. You could spread anything you want in them, and they do the same thing, like a babka type thing. Or you could do mincemeat, which is Christmas is coming, so you could do mincemeat and, you know, make it Christmassy, and then fill it up with mincemeat, and then do the orange icing and drizzle that. Now that's a very good idea, actually. I might do that. And that is it. We've made our rolls. They are very cute, very artisanal, very homemade, very rustic. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'll send you back to my ad again. I hope you enjoyed that. So this is what we've made, and really like this. I'm not going to eat it because this is for church, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one in half. Hang on, I can cut one in half and I'll show you what's inside like. And this is a tiny one. This is the inside of it. Obviously that wasn't, like, you can't see the roll very well, but this is the cinnamon roll. So it's crunchy, like a croissant. It's got like a flakiness to it, but it's not very flaky like a croissant that it makes a mess. So it's like a hybrid between as I said, a croissant and a muffin. So if they were to be done as a croissant, I don't think they'll be as flaky as when you buy a croissant out of the shop, you know, out of a bakery. So so yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next video.